So I'm Arthur from Pestle Mortar. This is our story.
I'm classmates with Arnold Loh, my other partner. And back in high school, we've been talking about starting our own clothing line. You know, it's always been our dream. But back then, we never had any money, nor the experience, or we knew nothing about it. So maybe 5 to 6 years later, when all of us were finished with uni, and we came back to KL, all of us were studying overseas at that point in time. So happens during 2010, all of us came back. And it was just over a mamak session where we were just talking about it, and we're like, you know what, let's do it, you know. We're never getting any younger, so, you know, now's the best time to do it. From there, of course, we brainstormed, then we're thinking about names and ideas, you know, because we didn't want to be just any other regular t-shirt brand or clothing line out there. We wanted substance in our t-shirts, so we needed something that everyone or the people that we're kind of selling to can kind of relate to. So we kind of decided, first of all, the name why Pestle Mortar is because three of us, we are all Asian, and the pestle mortar is that thing where you can you make like chili padi and stuff like that, right? So you use that sort of thing. It can be found in every Asian household. So all three of us are Asian boys. We kind of decided that best represents our Asian culture. Over here, we're just gonna go down, watch your steps, huh? Careful, get a little bit wet. We've been working this space now for the past 2 years. So yeah, I've been very lucky to actually have all this space, you know. This is where we normally have our parties. So, you know, as you can see from here, we have all this space, and if we actually needed to kind of host something, not a problem at all. So come check out the office inside. Welcome. This is basically where all of us sit. This is my table over here. We got another 3 designers, and this is Arthur over here. And as you can see from here, we've been very busy, kind of designing for our spring collection 2013. Initially, when we first started off, all of us had to multitask. All of us had to kind of do everything. We had to learn, you know. I mean, we pretty much knew nothing about clothing, a little bit here and there, but that was about it. So all 3 of us, we all kind of did the same thing. But from there, we kind of found out what we're good at.
So we split the company into departments. Like Arno does a lot of our PR because he's very good with people, and he likes to mingle. Hugh, because of his background as an architect, he actually has that sense of design. So we actually put him in as our creative director. So he handles the entire creative department. I handle the operations and the production part simply because I'm the only person in this company who can speak Chinese. And when you do production, right, and you go to the factories, they're not going to speak English to you for sure.
Over here, we're preparing some posters for Urbanscapes. So these are going to be for sale. We're going to get this all framed up. So you can see from here, we've got, what does that look like? Ayam brand. So using all these iconic sort of logos and kind of making it into our own. So Pestle Mortar, keeping it fresh, sardines. This one is kind of touch on the whole subject of missing people in Malaysia, that only the high-profile ones currently get noticed, but there's all the other tens and thousands of people which go missing all the time, but no news about them. So what we're trying to do is create awareness among young people. So we're going to put it around KL, so you can stay tuned for that. Over here, we just got some pictures from our lookbook as well. So from 3 of our collections. So you can see that, kind of showcasing some of our t-shirts, Nation's Pride, 3/4 raglan. We've got some shirts coming out as well over here. Our Rumah Sukan range, which was quite a hit. And just kind of depicting lifestyle as well, the sort of things that we like, you know. So for example, like, you know, all of us go to clubs, go out and have a good time, that sort of thing. Skateboarding, something that we like doing as well. What's going to set us apart? Everyone can create a t-shirt, everyone can create like a visually aesthetic pleasing t-shirt. But at the end of the day, that's just the graphic on top. What we wanted is to create substance behind our t-shirts, and finding that thing was very difficult, that we actually had to kind of brainstorm and do a lot of research until we came across decided that all our t-shirts are going to depict Malaysian lifestyle.
No one's ever really done something that's very, very Malaysian themed. I guess maybe there were, but we didn't know, but there weren't that many to be taken notice of. So we decided, let's do something that all Malaysians can relate to, something that Malaysians see in a t-shirt, see somebody wearing, they'd be like, hey man, I know that ever since our range has expanded, now we're doing like graphic designs and like pocket tees and that kind of thing. We try to make sure that we have the element of Malaysian nostalgia in all our designs.
Other things as well was production, finding a manufacturer. I mean, in Malaysia, there are some manufacturers, but so far from over the past 2 years, we have changed manufacturers maybe like 3 or 4 times. And so far, we're quite happy with that in terms of the quality. We wouldn't say we're 100% there yet, but we're slowly improving as we come along.
Quality is very, very important to us. So we will always be looking to up our standards in terms of quality. So definitely probably looking to greener pastures for manufacturing.
These ones over here, this is our sample rack. So at the moment we're working on some collaborations as well. Over here we got like a photo print. As you can see from the inside of here, I can show it to you guys. So we do a little bit of labeling as well. So that's like a